Hey, it's supposed to warm up over the next couple of days, man. It's like 30 degrees right now. Heat wave.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the 40s. 40s Saturday, and then 40s,
I know.
40s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Something like that.
Yeah, it's almost right in weather, man.
Yeah.
The amount of salt that's on the road now.
Boy, I found my mic.
You found your mic, huh? I don't think so.
I'm liking this intro music. It sounds very serious.
It's more expensive than.
We'll talk about it here in
Hearing
a
this,
second.
I feel like I'm going to be
Leave it
happy.
for the people to judge.
Oh, it is.
We had 4 people watching and then they left. I hate it. Just kidding.
We're the 4 people.
I gotta make sure
We're going to have some intelligent talk in this music. Like we're going to be super intelligent, saying sophisticated things, big words.
Oh my gosh, I got it on the wrong screen. Let's see. What do we need to be on? Let's see. There we go.
Has 3 people.
There it is.
Technical
go.
difficulties here, folks. Welcome to a night of living Harley-Davidson. Bikes from the dead.
No cheers? Yay!
Yeah.
Yay, Harley.
Yeah. I mean, I got so much
don't you have like an applause?
Just
There we go.
yes. And if you know, when you ride with a Harley-Davidson and they honk the horn, you know you're riding with a special bike.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! I think they actually released it really late, right? I mean, that's basically what you saw. I mean, it just got released like a half hour, 40 minutes ago because Josh was late, so that's the reason why we were late. But
Yeah, I do apologize.
if we do have anybody out there, please comment and say where you're from and where you're watching from. I mean, where you're from. That's all you need. Okay. And if you are new to the podcast, we do this every Tuesday night. Please subscribe and like. That's what we need. All right. But we're going to go over the new Harley-Davidson, the new touring models tonight. A few weeks ago, me and Josh actually went over the actual, what is it called? Street Glide and the other one.
Road Glide.
Road
Yeah,
Glide,
Road
which
Glide.
is my favorite. Yeah. And I'll get tongue-tied very many times tonight. I won't even say things even correct because I am hyped up on caffeine and I've had a terrible day at work today. Holy smokes. Actually, it's not been that bad.
Mine was.
Just
Yeah, we can talk about that if you want.
Just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Connie's going to be watching the comments, so please comment if you want to. She will be helping that. I will be actually on the controls though, and I will be switching back and forth because I did not know she was ever going to be able to make it down here because her mom needed her to do something.
You always have to be in control. I know.
I do not want to be in control. No, never. All right, and we got Josh here. Josh, who are you, man?
Well, you probably know me as the president of the Indian Motorcycle Riding Group there in Northern Kentucky. But other than that, I'm not really anybody special.
Nobody
no
special.
memorable face, nothing.
Nope. You are. We got to get a nickname for you because I didn't want to put your real nickname on there because it would kind of be.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, huh?
It was actually on there. It was actually on there a little bit ago,
Yes,
but he took it off.
I took it off. I said I don't want Josh to be mad at me tonight.
I would be mad at you, man. It'd take a lot more than that, but yeah.
Then right next
That'd be
to him-
close. That'd be close.
Last night you said that you was going to step down from Indian ambassador, or well, not ambassador, but the actual leader of IMRG because you said you wanted to get a Harley-Davidson. So the night might be the night this might happen.
Yeah, I said it. I mean, that'd be the way to do it, right? I mean, that would force me out.
Yeah, force you out of the presidency. And then right next to him is Les. So Les, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm nobody special either. I'm just a guy that likes to ride motorcycles a lot and hang out with my motorcycling friends. So,
yeah. So, what did they release today? I guess we can go to the website and let's go to that page. Be kind kind to me because this is live, and I got to go through like 5 different monitors to get to the right one I get. And I think this might be the website. Let's try. Let's see if that's right. Okay, there we go. That's not what I wanted though, but let's go to this one. There we go. So we're at Google, and we're going to do it just like anybody else would be at home. We're going to type, because I don't have Harley on my, favorites.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I bet you do.
And this is our website. Beautiful website. I can't sign in because I do not have. You know what? Maybe I do, but I'm not gonna give.
Definitely
you
very
password.
proud of the Road Glide right there,
Yeah.
and the CVO Road Glide.
Uh-huh.
ST, is that what that was?
Yeah. Let me move this screen over here because this is getting in my way. Okay, so we got a little bit of everything here. Yeah. So we will try to break up the video because there is a video we're gonna watch here in a second, and you probably watched it also. We will break it up a little bit because we don't want to get any copyright law, right claims and that kind of stuff. Because as long as you're talking about it and we break it down a little bit, we'll say, "Oh, that's a new motorcycle," and then everything's good. So let's see
Well,
here.
I thought they had the touring ones on when you guys were building them a couple weeks
No,
ago.
no, it's the touring ones, but they're kind of like the lower, not the biggest touring bikes. Okay, so it's the Road Glide and Sweet Glide was already done. So,
Okay.
all right, so let's see, explore the 2025 bikes. So let's click on that. Okay, I guess that didn't work.
Sorry, I had to jump in and out for a minute. I had a kid singing in the background and a dog that wanted to go out. So,
Oh yeah, well we can't allow that to happen. You're interrupting our time here. All right, so I'm
I know.
Sounds like another podcast.
Yeah, I know. All right, so what's going on here? Why is this not? There we go. Let's stop
There
this
you
for
go.
a second. All right.
is that the cruisers?
I believe so, yes. Last time it said I had Harley-Davidson on there, but we'll see what it's got. All right. Recreate these actions. I don't know. They got some, driving stuff. Let's see here. What's going on? There we go.
There's Willie G. I didn't see this one.
I didn't see this one either.
There you go. There's the evolution of Harley all in 30 seconds. Is this on the touring bikes or which one is this on?
New bikes in 2025, yeah.
Looks like it's showing all of them.
Yeah. Now, I haven't followed Harley for a while, but it looks like they've done a lot of restyling on the fairings.
Yeah.
In that, added some bar lights up across the bat wing, maybe reshaped that headlight cavity a bit.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't think they can hear you with the music going on, so I don't know exactly what you were saying, Les. What were you saying?
No, it looks like they've maybe have restyled that batwing fairing a bit, add some lighting in it, things like that. Looks like maybe the headlight cavity's reshaped a little bit.
Which one are you talking about?
But it was one of them that it
Street Glide.
flashed.
The Street Glide? Yeah, that was last year. They had that.
you're talking
light.
about the Street Glide. Yeah.
Yeah, the light that came out. That was 2024. That came out. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're gonna. You know what? Next Saturday we'll visit the Harley dealership. Okay, that's one of our trips. When I'm off half a day, we'll go to the Harley on Saturday.
Okay.
Not this Saturday, but
Which
next
one?
Saturday.
Which one?
Maybe Queen City. They have they're going to give away a motorcycle. Maybe we'll go there. But anyway, if you guys don't know what this picture represents, what's this represent, Josh?
Looks like the baggers, man.
Yeah, the King of the
talking about the
Baggers.
King of the Baggers?
So we're going to
Looks
be going.
like they're ready to compete.
Yeah, and we're going to be going there at Mid Ohio, and I think it's was it August, right?
August 15, 16.
16, 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see some people there. But yeah, that's going to be Harley Davidson's going to be in last place, but no, I'm just kidding. Man, these bikes are beautiful, man. Look at these bikes. I'm telling you, man.
You know what I think is neat about this video, and
What's
one
that?
thing that Harley does a great job of capsulating is that uh, every rider can ride a Harley. Every type of rider. They've got your racer. They've got
Mm-hmm.
your, just touring. I want to go sightsee. You've got these guys that,
Mm-hmm.
street riding and doing wheelies on these things. And I mean, they really say, hey, Harley is for everybody.
Yes.
There's nothing there's not any rider that we can't target.
Yeah.
And I think that they do a good job with their marketing in their video with that. I mean, it's a nice video. It really is.
It
Yeah.
looks like they
Um,
stepped it up a
Yeah.
lot.
Stepped it up. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Oh
they
yeah.
are they are fighting for every freaking bit that they can get. And I don't know if the competition's ready. I don't think Indian's ready. Hopefully they are. But I mean, Indian is the closest thing that you can get that's like most of these motorcycles. They don't have like the off-road one yet. Hopefully they'll
Yeah.
announce something this year. But I'm telling you, man, Harley, you're right. Harley has every bike that you would imagine.
Is there a woman rider
Well,
on it anywhere?
Oh, yeah,
there's a
every one of
reason
them.
why that
Oh yeah.
th- there's a reason why Harley has owned the market share for how many years now?
Yeah.
And it's not because, they get beat, maybe a year or two, 3 years, 4 years even.
Uh-huh.
And it's not like they're not going to come back. They're going to
Yeah.
answer and they're going to come hard. Um, one, because I think, well, one, and we've talked about this so much offline,
Mhm.
that their marketing is exceptional.
Mhm.
Yep. All right, so I think this is the right here, the new 25 Cruisers. This is the video that they released today. Let's play this bad boy, and we'll talk about the Cruisers. This is what they released today, and the off-road one, and then we'll get really into it on the website. We'll break it down. We're going to be buying one. We'll give you as much information we possibly can about these bikes without actually seeing them, which is going to be great. There's a woman right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the bike you need
So-
right there.
Yeah. So when
That looked like
when I was
that looked like the Heritage Classic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it does.
Sorry, let's go ahead.
yeah, it says Heritage on the fender. I was looking at this, and it looks like these cruiser models. They're a good. I don't want to say entry level, but it's for maybe a less experienced rider all the way up to an experienced rider. And I think there's a lot of versatility in these, like that Heritage. If it has some expandability with bags, things like that, it probably has some touring capacity, and and it's a good bike to scoot around town on too if you strip it down.
That's pretty.
Yeah, the ST
Oh
or
boy.
the low rider, man, it's a nice looking bike. And it does have the new gauge.
The low rider?
That bike is bought. I'm going to get one.
Oh, you gonna buy one for me?
Buy one from me, and then you can ride it when you want to.
You can ride it when he's not riding. Is
Yeah.
You
basically
can
what
ride
he's
it when
saying.
I'm not riding it.
I'll never see it.
Which means
yeah.
which means if he's riding it, you get to ride the Challenger.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Let's ride.
that's what we call a win-win scenario.
All right, so here's the lineup right here. The classic Heritage, man, that's a nice looking bike. You got the Fat Bob, you got the Breakout, you got the Lowrider ST. Look at these freaking collars, man.
Wait till you get to the last color on that one.
We'll check.
Yep.
And then Lowrider S and the Street Bob, which is a nice looking bike. Is that one back? Is that one they discontinued for a while? The Street Bob? Oh, hold on a second. I gotta get Josh in here. I got Josh not in here. I got Chris here twice. So
Uh-oh.
yeah, I know.
Oh gosh, two Chris's? I don't think
I gotta
so.
switch this bad boy. I gotta.
That's how good you are. You got to have two of you on the screen.
No, I'm not that good. Tell you the truth, I suck. Okay.
Civilized
So no,
savage.
the street bob has been around. It's the fat. So you had the Fat Bob
hmm
that they discontinued.
Yeah.
And that was kind of part and parcel with the Fat Boy.
So let's
A
start with the
little bit,
Fat Bob.
a little
then.
bit more. Yeah, you mean the Street Bob?
Oh, the Fat Bob right here. You said the Fat Bob they quit for a while, right?
Well, they still don't have it in their lineup. Like they
Yeah, it
took it
is.
out
It's
of their
right here.
lineup. I think back in
It's brand
the
new.
Fat Bob.
Yeah, it's brand
Yeah,
new.
they brought it back.
2025. It's right here.
Am I looking at the wrong thing? Because I see just a street bob
Are you
and a
looking
fat
at my
boy.
screen? This is the
Yeah, which
new
one are you looking at?
Cruisers 2025 right here, and then the Fat
Yeah.
Boy's right here.
Fat boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
not the fat
Oh,
bob.
Fat Bob. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay, gotcha. I'm
Yeah. So they
That's
got
what
a
happens when
street
you're
bob, but the
dyslexic.
fat bob
Mhm.
is the one they discontinued, I think in 22, 23, 22, I think.
Okay. Well, let's just start with the Street Bob. We'll go quickly in through here. We'll go through the collars. And this is the bike. They got the new 3D kind of thing. Build your own bike, which is cool. Well, that's what we're going to do. And what color do we want to prefer? I don't know. It doesn't matter. So chrome is standard. It's not going to cost you anything more. It looks like brilliant gray is going to be standard too. Look at that bike, man. It's pretty nice right there. This is better than going to the showroom right here.
Well, I like that yellow though.
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that center line.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a new color,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, it's a beautiful color, and we got vivid black. That's your that one's going to cost you $350. That's the little
Yeah,
small
which
paycheck.
well, to me that's amazing. A black motorcycle costs you more now.
Uh-huh.
The joke is, the Black Street Glide. Everyone has one, right? But now they're charging extra for the Vivid Black.
Yeah. So Citizen Savage. Hopefully you
Civilized.
civilized.
Savage.
I got reading glasses on, and I can barely. It's all blurry to me on the screen. But sorry about that. I messed up your name. Hopefully you're subscribed and like the podcast. Indian does have the FTR, but they discontinued it. Yeah, so we're waiting for the bike that's going to replace that. So supposedly there's going to be a new bike this year. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, this, and then Max on there says, "Wow, hurt that I'm not there." We're hurt that you're not here either. Just get that leg going and back to normal so you can get riding with us as soon as possible. And yeah.
He said he's not the right one for Harley-Davidson anyway.
Yeah.
And what is it? The only one I'd give okay, we won't say that.
Yes,
but,
we do.
Yeah. Okay, you want to say it? Go ahead.
The only one I'd give a crap about is the Lowrider ST.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Nice, Max.
All right, so let's get back. I'm going to move these screens out here because some people don't see these. Sorry about that. This is all the secrets behind the show here, folks. Let me move these out of the way. Connie, you can keep up with the... Oop, I don't want to do that. That's too big. All right, this is what main thing here. All right, so we're back on this bike. And let's get rid of Josh. He's gone. We took him off the podcast. I'm kidding. And then we click on this one. So it's going to bring him here. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's go to the yellow real quick.
You
There.
can just see everything easier with the yellow,
Yeah, that's a bright bike. It's nice. It looks like that's the one that's chromed, right? Is there anything that's just blacked out?
Do they offer?
I don't know. It
black
doesn't.
ones?
It's chrome trim. That's it. And that one's going to cost you $525. For that paint job. The Iron Horse. This is the collar of the year right here, folks. This is kind of a greenish. I can't wait to see it in the dealership. It's a beautiful bike. I'm telling you, man, this is the bike that you wanted to start on, right? Wouldn't you guys agree? This is the bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you can change up the rims here. We're going to go through this really fast because I know this is going to take forever. And then you get the Purple Abyss Denim.
Yeah. What's the upcharge? What's the upcharge for that?
$650.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So
Now
let me
I'm gonna
enlarge this
be.
real quick.
I'm
There's the
gonna.
bike.
I'm gonna
Yeah, go ahead.
say this about the 2025. I prefer, honestly, the look of the 2024 with the blacked out engine, the blacked out pipes.
Yeah.
I like the paint scheme better on the 2024 because I like that Harley 1, the iconic Evil Knievel 1,
Yeah.
I think that's just awesome. I like that on the tank. I'm not necessarily a big fan of just the Harley-Davidson kind of like sticker on and that's not really a sticker, but placard, I guess. With the chrome, even the air breather's a little bit different. I kind of like the 2024 better. That's just me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The styling on that air breather looks like it would imply that's a high flow air filter. That round design like that.
And you do have a choice of rims. You can get spoked. There's the spoke ones right there. I don't want to save this build. Sorry, because I'm not buying that.
Oh.
Maybe.
Who would?
Look
who,
at it.
who
I,
would-
I
Tracy,
exit out
Tracy,
and
let's
take me
get
to
Tracy that
all-
one.
Yeah, we give.
Yeah,
Tracy
who
that
would who would put spoke wheels on their bike?
one.
I mean,
know.
I've had them. I had a rear wheel
Mhm.
almost disintegrate. That was a spoke wheel, and I vowed I'd never have them on a bike again.
Yeah. I don't know why the page went back to the normal one. So we'll go back to the Lowrider ST. By the way, the Street Bob starts at 17,999, I think. It's pretty close. And then you got the Lowrider ST. And agree with Josh regarding the bagging. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yes, I'm sorry to say the FTR has been discontinued. I think this might be the last year that they
I thought
do.
it was just a 1200. Is it 1200 and 750?
I think look it up, and I believe it's gone. So
Yeah, I thought they got rid of it altogether.
yeah.
Yeah, because of they said they can't sell it in 2027 because of the Euro 5 plus regulations.
Yeah, I guess it's something
FTR
like that.
is Euro 5.
Yeah. So they'll. I know they're going to replace it with something. I just don't know what it is yet. We'll figure it out. We'll have that on the show when we do.
Right tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Because they are releasing some bikes. So I don't know which ones they are. We're going to be live tomorrow night also, and we'll be talking about the Indian side of things.
Join us tomorrow, Savage too.
Yeah, we'll actually be in an Indian dealership tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've asked many times to be in a Harley-Davidson dealership, and I've been denied after denying. I don't know why. We just can't get in them. But Indian has been graceful enough to say, "Hey, come on in." So we'll see how it goes. I'm not biased by any means. I'd get a Street Guide in a minute, or Road Glide actually. That's my favorite bike. And let's see here.
Let's move on.
Yeah, we are moving on. Lowrider ST. My wife doesn't want me to talk about a new bike, so that's the reason.
She's the executive producer of this show.
Yeah.
So this one only comes in trim black.
That's just the S though, right? Is that just the S?
Yeah, this is the S. Okay,
This is the
so
S.
You
Okay.
get gray, the Billward gray, which is almost like a last year color, I believe. It's a pretty nice bike. And then you got Vivid Black, which is going to cost you this is where the bikes will actually start costing you a little bit more money. This is $350. Okay,
Wow.
Why?
for the paint.
Because it's the most popular color, I think, and
Yeah.
they saw an opportunity to make money on it.
Black.
Yep.
It's like you're picking things
Yeah.
a la carte.
Yeah, well, it's what everybody buys.
Okay.
And I think the reason why everybody buys that bike, and maybe Harley's doing it in a reverse psychology actually, to get somewhat more of these other colors on the market, which that could happen too. So
That's a good point.
yeah. Then you got the collar of the year, man. I'm telling you, this bike's going to be this collar is going to be on every bike that we see probably, and it's a beautiful collar. Let me see. Let me upload this thing here where it's big. There we go. That's what that bike looks like. It's beautiful.
What is that? Is it Iron Horse Metallic?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like the other one, the next one.
Yeah.
That one's expensive.
The Mystic Shift, and
you
this
talking
is
about the
Josh's
Mystic
favorite
Shift?
too.
I think that's pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a sharp color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very sharp collar, and it's a beautiful bike. And then, like I said, you're going to see these bikes as close as you can, other than at the dealership. We've been prepared. Well, I haven't been prepared for this, but we've done this before, and this is very smooth what we're doing here. Hopefully, you like the podcast. If you do, please give a thumbs up, and we'll see
Like
how it
and
is.
subscribe.
Yep. All right.
So
and
okay, Chris, if you don't mind,
Yeah, go ahead.
just a little bit of difference in between the 24 and the 25 is that here on this 2025 version, you see a 2-to-1 exhaust here, where the 2024 version was just a dual exhaust. Pretty much that, just a little bit of paint scheme on the engine. The 2024 had the bronze wheels. And that's really about it. Everything else is pretty much the same. Of course, on the 2025, still that little bit different logo instead of just kind of the written version of the 24. But really, it doesn't look like much of a different bike.
yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't really.
Can you zoom?
That's
But
the exhaust is just
Yeah.
the biggest difference.
I don't know.
But
So it looks like it
has.
has a heavy breather on it. Is that stock or is that an option?
Oh, it does have a. It's not optional.
It has a
Yeah.
forward facing heavy breather. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on
So
there.
that with the 2-in-1
Mhm.
exhaust, that's set up more along the lines of a performance kind of a setup right out of the box. What kind
Yeah,
of aftermarket's available for this?
there.
Do you know?
Let's go customize this bad boy. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So you got the sissy bar upright. Okay, so you put that on there. There we go. You got the sundown comfort seat. You want to get that? I mean, that thing's that's godly. I think. Let's change that thing. So we got to take. You can't have the sissy bar with that bad boy. You got the Defender detachable saddlebags. Okay, look at there. That's a different saddlebags right there. But man, look at the distance between the.
The space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look like
Stick
they're
out.
really high up there. They're almost like
FTR ones or whatever, right? Or,
yeah. I mean, not
not
FTR,
FTR,
but
but-
what's that? The off-road motorcycle for Harley that we're gonna be watching here.
Pan American?
Pan America.
That's what they're.
Pan America.
Yeah, they're sticking way up there.
I think that's a poor design right there. I mean, I like Harley and their bags and stuff like that, but I think they could have did better. That looks like a Pan American bag. My thought for this kind of bike, it just looks like it doesn't match it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It doesn't.
it
It doesn't
does.
give you that nomad look, you know, that I
Yeah.
think, you know, traditional kind of Harley riders like, and I like. I like that nomad look. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's minimalist, you know, side saddlebag. You know, sometimes that
Mhm.
solo side saddlebag I think looks really sharp. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it just gives you like I'm a solo traveler that I don't need much. I'm kind of the grindy kind of rider that'll grind out 1,000 miles in a day. And
Yep.
those bags, yeah, it's not doing anything for me. Very unattractive.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like any Harley Davidson, they're gonna have tons of aftermarket, So
Yeah.
you got anything less on this? I'll continue with the
No,
aftermarket stuff here.
honestly, for me, it's just not my favorite bike. I'm curious though why it comes with that heavy breather and a 2-in-1 exhaust. It looks like it's set up to be
Mhm.
tunable. Like the stage 2, stage 3 kind of stuff, where you get more performance out of it.
Yeah, I don't know if they got rid of this, but this is the different air breather. I mean, let me enlarge this thing real quick. Let's see if I can
Is
get
that-
closer. This is a different one. It actually looks similar to the one on the original one, but this is different. I'll take it off here in a second so you guys can see. It's a little bit bigger. I hate when this thing resets like that. Let me go back. And so it says 117, so it's got a 117 on it. And I put the new heavy breather on there. That's what it looks like. And then it resets, but I'll get it closer again. There it is. That's what it looks like. And then you got the wedge air cleaner. Let me change these things. I got to change some parts. I don't personally like that one, but it might be better with most people's legs sometimes. I mean, it looks like it would. It's kind of molded for legs.
I had
And those
Mhm.
Go ahead.
I had a heavy breather on my Street Glide. It comes out and faces forward like that, and you don't even notice it's on there when you're riding it. Because that's the first thing I thought. I thought, well, I'm gonna go sit on a bike that has that on that because I thought my leg had hit it. It really doesn't. You don't even notice it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it is on the 2024, or it was.
What?
That big air breather.
No, it's a little bit smaller. This is the bigger version of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really close, similar. So you kind of get that effect that you get the bike.
Uh-huh.
So kind of if you're a Nobus Harley Davidson person, you would say, oh, you got the nice breather on there. It's actually a pretty. I think it's pretty nice that the Harley gives you a breather like that. It kind of fakes
Yeah, it
people
looks
out.
good.
I'd rather have the tapes.
And those are mid controls on the Lowrider S and the Street Bob.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
that's standard for those two bikes.
Mhm.
Even on Street Bob, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this to me looks like a good hop around town bike kind of
Mhm.
thing. Maybe some short trips.
Mhm.
I don't think you're going to get much touring capacity out of this at all.
So they got a different fairing this year. So you don't have to worry about, it's a little bit of a fairing. That's what Tracy needs right there. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
bet
think
you-
he put one on his. What's he got? A Royal Enfield. I think he put one on it.
He has that. He has a Harley, but it's what is it? The Nightster, and he's got something like this on there.
But
But,
I thought he put one on that. What's the other bike he has? The
it's
Rocket or Comet or something?
I
It's
don't
the
know.
Royal Enfield.
It's a Royal
It
Enfield. I
was.
can't remember what it is, but
Shotgun.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
thought he put one on that too.
And here's the Hollywood handlebars, which I do not like, but some people might. If I was going to put anything on here, I'd just keep it the T-bars. This is nice. Flat out bars. Let's see what them are. Okay, that's that's a $200 bar right there. $299, actually $300 bar. That little dot right there. It's kind of like highway bars, but it could be a little bit better looking, I think. Then you got the grips, the foot pegs, the switchback seat agains. The fork tubes. Let's see what they look like. Oh, they're just inserts.
What is that? What's that bar cost? $200?
$300. $299.
That bar. You know what? I'll make anybody an offer who's listening. I'll spray paint a dowel rod and put it on with wire ties for like $20. I'll save you a ton of money. It'll work the same.
It is weird though. I mean, look at that. It's kind of. It's like knock some people's kneecaps out. Go down the road.
Yeah.
The same fairing that's on the Chief Minimalist. Yeah, it's exactly right. It's pretty close. So, then the Coastal package is $1,600. I don't know what's on it, but there we go. It's a different fairing, and a couple other options on there. I do not like that bar. I mean,
He said that those crash bars are really high.
Yeah.
Civilized Savage.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
So something else really quick, another detail with this bike is that it has the Milwaukee 8 117 engine, which is a pretty big engine for that size bike. So it is meant to be aggressive, right? It's meant to ride aggressively, with the solo suspension, the soft tail. But this on the 2025, this is what Harley calls the Milwaukee 8 high output engine. So it's supposed to deliver a little bit more peak power and upper rev range and entice riders who want to push the bike to the limit. That's what they have here. So it's supposed to be a little bit more powerful than the 2024 original Milwaukee 8 117.
yeah,
So what's the output on this one? Do we know? Do we know the specs on it?
I mean, I don't have those specs in front of me now.
We can look at it here in a second. I'm trying to get this thing where I can memorize it, but this thing's being really difficult.
Let's see.
Because I thought it was 120 some foot-pounds of torque. I think box stock. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It was a pretty stout engine, no doubt.
This has got 128 foot-pound torque.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, horsepower, 114 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll compare that really quick just to the 2024 just to see, because I am interested in the difference between the high output, of the 117. So you're looking at 2024 was 125 pound torque, and 103 horsepower. So yeah, just a little bit more strength in this one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 125 foot-pounds of torque is good.
It'd be interesting, honestly, if your everyday rider is going to be able to notice that much difference.
Yeah.
I'd like to say, oh yeah, I'd know the difference in 5 more pounds of torque. Would you? So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll look at the engines right at the very end here. Let's move over to the Lowrider ST, which starts at $24,000. If you have any comments, we are watching the comments. Please like and subscribe if you like this podcast. This video. We do a podcast every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, and we have special guests on. And Adam Sandoval will be on February 11th. If you're a Harley-Davidson fan, so we'll see him on February 11th. So, all right. So Lowrider ST. Let's see.
Max said when you start getting into the aftermarket, like thrashing, Kraus, etc., those handlebars with risers will set you back up to $1,000.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh
wow.
Gosh.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
All right. So let's build this bad boy.
This isn't a cheap hobby.
No, it's not. If you like motorcycles, you're going to pay for it. I mean, if you look at the CBOs, they're as much as a Chevy pickup truck. All right, so you look at
It's insane.
How much lumber can you put on a Harley-Davidson? It's not going to happen. So it's actually it's a royalty tax that we get, kind of. All right.
Don't think the bags are going to hold that much weight.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so here we go.
I don't know.
This is where we step up a little bit, where we get the black trim and we get the chrome trim. So we can start with the chrome. It's going to be the same colors. You know what? Everybody know what chrome looks like. This is what it's going to look like at this chrome. I do like the gas tank a little bit on this one. It's blue. Maybe. What do you guys think?
Was it like that last year? Were the logos different with different colors? that you
Every year they
chose?
change it. Yeah, I mean that's
Okay.
what different. I mean that's what makes them different from the year before. Most of the time they don't. They do minor adjustments, but most of the time it's mostly about the colors.
Yeah, because when you go to a different color on this, the logo's totally different.
Yeah, that's what it does. They,
You know what I
they
mean?
gotta kind of make sense and match the motorcycle collar.
Okay.
That's what happens. I do not like that license plate placement. Ugh. Anyway, but what do you think about this bike right here, guys?
I actually saw this bike over at Guys Night, and I thought it was a nice looking bike. It has I think it has some light touring capacity. Powertrain certainly to handle that. I think it'd be light and agile enough to drive around town on. I think this would be a good kind of an all around bike and to take short trips on.
Mm-hmm. And they did change the what do you call it, the gauge and stuff. That's different. It used to be like a little black bar right here, and you had like little LED screen right there that would tell you how many miles you had with fuel and that kind of stuff. So they did give you an upgraded gauge cluster, so that's good. We'll have to see if it gets the 9-star one here with the computer and stuff with navigation. We'll see if that happens here in a second with the upgrades.
I think you're right. I think you need to move that license plate bracket, put that down below the tail light.
Yeah.
It's sticking up back there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's literally where it should be, but we'll see. All right, let's go back to building this bike here. All right, so that's what chrome looks like. We're gonna go with the black out. That's what a lot of people buy these days. It's like the most popular trim style that everybody wants. And this is the Billwood Gray, which is I thought they were gonna improve the luggage bags, but I guess not.
They're weird looking still.
They're the clamshell ones. I was hoping, and they are the same. Look at that. They are the same.
They look like the
height.
same size.
They're the same size this year.
Yeah, but they took off the two pipe. Now it's just one pipe, two to one. Is that what you said, Les?
Yeah, but
Yeah, 2-to-1.
Yeah, but what that gives
I think that's the
them,
common theme with the high output 117 engine, because this is the same engine as the other one as well.
Yep.
So that's probably the common theme with that, to be able to produce a little bit more power. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people are traded in their, like Max said, they're low riders and stuff like that. They're trading in to get this bike. This is one of Harley's most popular bikes right now. It was sold out forever at the beginning of the year last year, and they now just got them in the actual dealerships where you can actually see them. But yeah, this bike is hard to find, especially that Johnny. My wife, Fast Johnny, she loved that bike.
I love that bike.
Yeah, this is the bike we need to get Tracy on right here.
Yeah, this is exactly what he needs. Yeah.
He did like that one too.
Yeah. He just can't do it. I don't know why. Well, maybe he's watching. All right, so here's the vivid black. I gotta get something to drink. Go ahead and talk.
Vivid
Yeah,
black.
go ahead and talk, Connie, on this one. So this one is $550.
Wow.
Yeah. And I forgot to tell you, the chrome trim and the black trim, the difference is $1,100. So it's an upcharge.
The blackest?
So yeah, so with the standard collar and the black trim, this bike right here, this bike's gonna set you back without any dealer's fees and all that kind of delivery charges, $25,299, and so that bike's gonna cost you around $29,000 out the door. So I think it's making it hard for people to get these bikes these days with these prices. I mean, I know inflation is wrecking everybody, but man, these bikes prices are getting really high. But let's go back to what do you guys got? I don't want to be the only one talking here, so go ahead. What do you got?
Oh, No, you're actually doing great, Chris. No, this is actually I like this bike. You know, like I said, I've had Ultra, I've had Classic, and Street Glide, and this bike I actually like. You know, this is something I would consider when I'm not taking long trips, things
Mhm.
like that, and maybe shorten up the distance I travel. You know, to get around town on, maybe lighten the bike up a little bit. I think this is a good all around bike. I really do.
I like the Midnight Firestorm. Go down there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I'm
Okay.
excited.
I know. All right, we're gonna go the brilliant red here. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful, though.
It's
Look,
pretty.
I mean, I'll tell you what. This is a
Yeah.
cop chaser right here. I mean, I'm sorry, a cop. Yeah. They're gonna see this one.
Arrest me red.
Yeah,
this,
there
yeah,
we
it's
go.
arrest
Arrest
me
Me
or
Red.
ticket me red. They should have called this one Ticket Me Red, man. I'm telling you, the cops are gonna see this one coming a mile away. I mean, any sports car that's in red, you're guaranteed to get a ticket. Guaranteed. Wow, look at this. It's beautiful.
That is. I'd take that one. That's pretty
Yeah, I'm gonna go to High Stakes tomorrow and buy this bike
for me.
for me.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then we got this is the color of the year, the Iron Horse Metallic. You're gonna see this color on every single bike. I think even on the Pan American. But we're gonna go down here to the Midnight Firestorm. There we go. The flames.
The flames. Yeah. Isn't that pretty?
It's a beautiful bike. It is. It is. All right, so here's where we go, folks. We're going to customize this bike, and Josh is going to actually put his email address and all his phone information, and they're going to contact him tomorrow, and he's going to buy this bike. Here we go.
I'm just gonna put it on my credit card.
Just put it on a credit card.
Like,
All right, so what we're
right
looking
now.
at, you know what? I forgot to mention. Let me go back one here. How much this bike costs with this paint job?
It costs about
Starting
at 24,100.
Yeah. Well, with this collar, it's $27,199. Okay. This is an upcharge of $1,900 for this paint job right here.
Wow.
So you're definitely not getting this one, Connie.
Why? My birthday's coming up.
Oh, okay. Well. All right. So let's go.
To be honest, with this bike, I prefer the chrome with the blue burst. I think that's an attractive color. I really like the new, the decal on the side of the tank. I think that's really cool with the wings. And kind of to Les's point, shortening trips. When I look at this bike, I think of like the Weekender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a bike that I'm going to be able to go on pretty much 99% of any road trip that people are going to go on for a weekend. And it's going to be light enough in the back and in the front that I'm going to be able to put this bike anywhere on any line in a curve and really have confidence. The only drawback that I don't like, and this is more of a personal preference, is just those mid controls. I would love to see, and I know you could. I'm sure there's aftermarket to get the forward foot controls, but I would love to see that instead of the mid controls, just so. But I understand the aggressiveness of the mid controls that they're probably looking for.
Yep. And you know what? I didn't know that they had different colors for the chrome, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Man, that bike, it is beautiful, man. This one's going to set you
That
back.
blue with the chrome.
That blue is pretty.
Yeah, $25,050 even right there. And this is a beautiful bike right here. I mean, this is, and
Chris,
like Max said, the cluster is much better. I like the gauges.
Yeah. Chris, that's why you pay me to be on here, to point out all these little things that you might miss.
Wait a minute. I'm not getting paid. What the heck?
What are you doing, man? You're able to be telling
You didn't bring up the chrome. You didn't bring up the chrome and the blue. That's why you're not getting paid.
All right. So on every bike now, I like the chrome and the blue.
Yeah. All right. And the Vivid Black. There's the Vivid Black. I mean, that logo. I mean, it might be. I can grow with that thing, I think. So
this is probably my least favorite
yeah.
look on that bike out of all of them you've put up here.
So what is your favorite, both of you? What color so far you seen? That's what we'll build. Can you guys agree on something?
I like this blue.
You want to do this
No,
blue?
I like the blue.
Okay.
Seriously, I do.
And he said it too, so let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to customize this bad boy, but see how much it's going to cost us at the end. All right, does anybody out there in the chat want a sissy bar on this bike? Huh? Anybody want one? Anybody going to All right.
A
Let us know.
Is
sissy
it
bar.
is it detachable?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah. Or actually, it comes
All
with a
right.
different seat too. Comes with a different seat, so maybe possibly, but right there it is.
Gives it a
This is
totally
going to cost
different
you.
look.
This sissy bar is going to cost you $1,000, and
Oh
and
man.
it brings you up at 26. Well, it comes with a seat too. Okay, it comes with 6 items actually. You will get the hard fast docking hardware. You'll get the hold fast docking hardware. The hold fast sissy bar upright. You'll get the passenger backrest pad. You'll get the sun owner's seat, and you'll get passenger pegs, and you'll get the Willie G Skull passenger foot pegs.
So
Yeah.
so the base bike doesn't even have passenger foot pegs in.
No, it doesn't.
No,
Nope.
no, it doesn't.
It
Wow.
does not. You have to get a seat. See that seat right there? There's no way you're gonna be able to put a passenger in there.
No, not for very long.
Nope.
Wow. So that's actually interesting. Now they're charging for passenger foot pegs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they gotta make some money. I'm just kidding. These
Oh,
bikes
this
are so
this
cheap.
bike does come with cruise control too. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
it
that
does. It
was,
does come with a lot
that
of
was
stuff.
mentioned.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
can get that low on there,
It's
but
got
yeah,
some.
it comes with a bunch of stuff.
Well, they're
I mean,
they're
the
ba-
price is high,
look
but
at it.
it's got some really nice features.
Look at that metal flake in there.
yeah, the base went up from $23,399 last year
Mm-hmm.
to $24,199 this year.
Yeah.
So that's an $800 difference
Okay. Wow. That's
just for the base.
all right. So let's look at the $219 windshield. That's what it's going to look like. It's a little bit bigger. It's a little gaudy for me, but it looks nice. I mean, that will keep that definitely will keep the wind off you, especially for long touring rides. I mean, that's beautiful. I like that.
Looks like Pan America.
Pan America. No, it doesn't. You'll see that one here in a second. Let's see what else we got here. Forward control kit. So there you go.
Oh,
You
there
can
you
get
go.
forward controls.
There you go,
Oh,
Josh.
there we go. How much is that? How much is that?
$574. That's not too bad. That's pretty reasonable.
That's,
All right,
yeah, that's
charge
not
it.
bad
Let's-
actually.
Yeah.
All right, let's charge it.
And then you got the engine
Done.
guards. Hopefully they're better. Oh yeah, they're much better than the other one. Yeah. So the engine guard.
See, now you're building this thing with forward controls, the better seat,
Mhm.
crash guard, and all that. You're starting to build it right into a touring bike.
Yeah. Exactly. What kind of we want the wedge air cleaner, or do we want the round air cleaner? I guess you can't get the performance one on this one. It doesn't look like it. So you get two choices here.
I like the one that's on there. Honestly.
Yeah, let's just leave it on there. Yeah, we'll save some money here. The wedge is $974. The round one is $724, just in case it's an upgrade charge. And I'll be honest with you, if you go to the Harley dealership, they're usually going to be like $2,200, maybe $2,000 worth of upgrades that you can get on your motorcycle most of the time. So do ask about that. Do not buy a new motorcycle without fighting, okay? Fight for some accessories. All right? That's the best thing I can give you, okay?
I'll send my wife in there to bargain with you. She's the one that takes the clothes off the mannequins to get a discount. So.
All right. You can get a switchback seat, which is a red stitch. So it's pretty nice. It'd be blue, it'd even be better, but yeah, that's nice. And that's $713. And then here is the cup of the tea, folks. I don't know if you can see the screen right here. We're going to put an audio system on this bike so we can play some tunes. All right. And then the flat out bar, I don't know if that's going to look good or not. Let's see. I would have to exchange the, we don't want that. That's that big bar that comes across. It's really huge. We don't want that. All right. So when I hit that, it knocked me all the way to the top of the page. So when we get back down here, we got 80 grit. Yeah, go ahead.
Is the audio system integrated into the fairing?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's right
that's cool.
there. Let's see if I can get a good picture
I
of
see.
it. Right there's the speakers. Right there's one. Right there. And the other one's over here. Right there. So you got two speakers right there.
Okay.
I don't know how many
Yeah, okay,
watts it is. Let me see what happens here. What's it tell you get? There's the view right there. That's it. I'll tell you what. I'm very impressed with the builder that Harley-Davidson has now. It's nice. They didn't have this last year, and this is very nice what they've done here. All right, so we got The 80 grit rider foot pegs are $159. So you can get some foot pegs up there. Right there they are. I'd get them. They're pretty nice. And that is it. So we're interested in this bike. Let me put Josh's name in there.
Put Tracy in
Here,
there.
let me just tell you my credit card info right now.
Let's do it. All right, so let's look at this bad boy. Tall and big. Look at this bike. Tell me, folks, put a thumbs up if you like this bike in the chat. I know you guys are watching. You ain't using the restroom right now. Come on. Put a thumbs up in the chat. Don't be scared. Nobody's going to know who you are.
Yep. But it's pretty.
There's 25 of you watching.
Yeah, 25 of you. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't be chicken.
We can see you.
I better see 25 thumbs up, or I'm going to figure out who you are.
Don't scare people away. But it's
it's a 28 now.
28.
Yeah,
We're up 28 now. There's nobody commenting.
Well, Max said the sound system is a waste of money. You'll never hear it above 50 miles per hour. I think it's 80 watts per channel.
Yeah. Yep. It probably is. Yeah. I was hoping they would have the upgrade for the computer.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the wattage is, but I mean, I know that I can hear my music on the on my Challenger at 80, 90 miles an hour. I can hear it just plain as day coming. And I wear a full face helmet.
Yeah. So this bike
it just depends on what the output is.
All right. So they're exactly right. Not a fan of the windshield. Okay, we'll take that windshield off. Okay.
Obi-Wan, Smoky One.
Yeah, let's take that off.
30K, you're out of your damn mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you are.
All right, I'm gonna tell you, okay, folks. I'm gonna back out of this page, okay, and I'm gonna go and tell you the bike. If you're gonna pay with all them upgrades, this is the bike that you need to get. Okay, let's go to new. Let's go to where's the new touring one? New 25s. Okay, here we go. Let's just see if they got it here. Come on, click on it. Their website's very slow because everybody's on this thing right now. So, is this called the Grand Touring ones, or what is it?
Yeah.
This is the Cruiser.
Okay, so
Or are you talking about the Touring?
yeah. So if you're gonna pay that much for a motorcycle, just get the base of the Street Glide, okay, or the Road Glide. All right, $27,999. That's what I would get. I mean, would you?
Does
guys
that
not-
have does that base Street Glide? Does it come with cruise control and that?
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've not looked. I looked at them at Geist Night the other night
Let me
over at
look what the
Harley.
specs are and see what they
But-
comes with. All right, let's see what we got here. Reserve, test ride,
I
financing.
know my 2012 had the sound system. It had cruise control and all that stuff on it.
Yeah.
It was set up so that you could expand it. It had the docking hardware on it, so
Mm-hmm.
you could put a trunk and a mount and all that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you get the screen. Look at this. You get the screen. You get ride modes. You get the 12.3 inch screen, the audio that comes with it. So you said you wanted to know. Looks sick. You're right. It does. If you're going to get, I mean, I like the Lowrider ST. Now, if you're a newer beginner rider, it's probably a perfect bike for you. And if you are a smaller rider, that's probably a better bike for you. But if you're gonna go for something like touring, you're gonna go like 800 miles, then get the Road Glide or get the Street Glide for the same kind of price, and just and you know build it up as you go. There's so many aftermarket parts, it's crazy. So what we were asking, yeah, go ahead.
That's what I did when I had my Street Glide. I bought the tour pack separately.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the quick mount and all of that, and we rode it out to Sturgis.
Mm-hmm.
When we had the Street Glide. So
look what you get on this. You get the anti-lock brakes, which you probably do on the other one, the electronic link braking, the traction control, the drag torque slip control system, the vehicle hold control, tire pressure monitoring system, cornering. You get the better stereo, the better radio, the better screen. I don't know why you would buy actually the Street Glide, but it's a nice looking bike. I mean, it is. So let me go back to this one right here. So would you get this one? All right, for $28,111. All right, or would you get? Let me go back. Let's go back to this thing. What's he say here? Jason Lightfoot says, what's he say?
I just got a 23 Road King at a good deal. The price of these new bikes is getting crazy, in my opinion.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They are.
Yep.
They really are.
All right, so let me go.
Obi-Wan Smoky One said, "Spoked wheels, a kickstart, no hard saddlebags, bring back old school."
Yeah,
Yeah. Back to 1986, man. Wow.
yeah. So let me get back to
I
here.
can't
So
see Max's now. He said something about
let me go back. Okay, here
the
we go.
Challenger. Oh, sound system on a Challenger is 100 watts per channel and is not as good as what I had on my late and lamented 2019.
Yeah. So yeah, he's speaking of Indian Challenger there.
Yeah.
And tomorrow night, tomorrow Indian will release their new engine and their motorcycles, and we're going to be covering that also. So tune in tomorrow night
At the dealership.
at the dealership. We will actually be at the dealership. We're at Northern Kentucky in Indian of Northern Kentucky over in I think it's Walton, Kentucky. We'll be at the dealership there, and we'll have guests. Aaron, which is the salesman there, he will tell us everything about these bikes. I'm sure he's watched the training videos already about everything that Indians got releasing tomorrow. And it's going to be a fun podcast, and it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful building. So
Ride in KY.
yeah, ride in KY, exactly right. All right, let's go back to the builder. So this is the bike that my wife loves, and it probably is a better bike for her because her size and stuff like that. But yeah,
I do still don't like those bags though.
you don't like them bags,
No,
even though
I mean they're the same size now.
yeah, they're
Gotta
same
get
Are
size.
they quick? Are they quick disconnect? You can just drop them off.
I believe
toss them
they
in the
are.
garage.
Yep, I believe they are. Yep,
There you go, Connie. Just drop them off, throw them in the corner of the garage.
yep. I mean, I'm sure there's
Piece
gonna
of
be some
cake.
aftermarket bags too that you can get.
Might as well just get an S for a little, what, $500 cheaper or something.
No, you need that fairing.
I thought the fairing or the S had the fairing.
I'm kidding. It has a littler fairing.
Oh,
That's about it.
smaller one.
Yep. All right, so we got 3 more bikes. We'll try to make this fast now since the Breakout. A lot of people love the Breakout. It's a nice looking bike. We got the Fat Boy next, and then got the Heritage Classic, which I can't say very well for some reason tonight. But Breakout. Let's go to Breakout real quick. Hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please like this video. Let me scroll down here. Oh, let's see here.
Josh, Chris, have either of you ever ridden a Breakout?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I had a buddy who had one, and I used to do the oil changes and stuff on it, and I would drop it back off at his house, and took some short rides and that on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it always stretched me out just a little bit. I'm 5'8", my legs are shorter, and I always felt like I was leaning way forward on this bike. This to me is kind of like the chopper, bar hopper, kind of a bike. It's just just some quick trips, and that was about all that I could see that I would use it for.
Gotcha. Connie, what's that? What's Max saying right there?
Marvel Kid 87 rode his lowrider ST from Jersey to Milwaukee for the anniversary, and I think he's going to do it again. Plus, he put 131. No, plus he put a 131 crate motor in his and upgraded his front and rear suspension.
Okay, got it.
He also said I can get the regular performance bags for the ST.
Cool. All right, so this is the Breakout. Let's build this bike. Let's see what kind of colors we can get here, folks. I know a lot of people are really liking this bike, so we'll cover it pretty fast, though. It only comes in chrome trim, no black. Maybe in the mid-year they might have black coming out, but looks like they're going to a lot of bikes that just got black. Chrome this year. So maybe that's what's going in. But it has got the dual top, the 2 exhaust right there, and the rims are kind of spokey, but they're nice. They're not bad. And the colors that comes in was Billard Gray, Vivid Black, Centerline, that's actually a nice color. I mean, I like yellow for some reason. And then here's the Brilliant Red. I do like that on that bike. And then you got the Midnight Firestorm. So it's got some, and this, let's go back a little bit here. So folks, the standard is Billard Gray and the chrome, okay? And then you got Vivid Black. It's going to cost you $350 more. The Center Line is going to cost you $525 for that paint job, and $650 for the red. And the Midnight Firestorm is going to cost you $1,300.
That's probably the one I like most out of all those colors.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Now, one thing I do hate about this bike, and I think for safety it's better. I just think I hate where the turn singles are on these bikes. But I mean, for safety,
go
it's
to the
probably
right.
pretty good.
Yeah, show the right side of that where the air breather net's at.
Right there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of zoom in a little bit. You know what I remember about this bike, trying to maintain it. It has, I think it's an oil tank up there, back up
Mm-hmm.
behind the motor, if I remember right, and the transmission's tucked in underneath that. If you do your own maintenance, it's a little difficult to get back in there and try to take the plug out of the top of the transmission, try to
Mm-hmm.
refill it, and that's what I remember about this bike. It was a little bit difficult to get in there and actually do the maintenance on it.
Yep. You got anything to say, Josh? You just in awe. Oh.
No, I mean it's a nice looking bike. I mean I think it's again, when we look at, Harley is trying to target, different style riders, and this is
Mm-hmm.
more,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cruise around, day tripper type thing. I mean, you're not going to go a weekend trip or anything like that, but this is going to be a nice bike night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cruising around with friends, going on some nice rides, where you don't really need to pack anything. I think it's a great bike. I like the big, fat, chunky rear wheel,
Mm-hmm.
or rear tire. Um, I like the kind of the aggressive handlebars there, the T
Yep.
style. I think that's nice looking. Of course, the wheels, very sharp. Yeah, it's just a great looking bike. I mean, it really is great looking bike.
Yeah, it is.
Um, and insanely powerful engine for the size of that bike. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
extremely fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, so let's go with the accessories here. So the sissy bar is going to cost you $379. It comes with 3 items. You'll get the hold fast sissy bar, the padding, and the actual holding hardware. If you wish to have that, that's what it's going to look like. That gives you a little bit of like an old style kind of Harley-Davidson right there. It looks pretty. I like that. I like that style.
Yeah,
Um,
nice bike.
Yep. The grips
I
going to
don't
cost.
know if I
Yeah,
bought
go ahead.
this bike that I would have a passenger, to be honest with you. I mean, this bike doesn't scream passenger. Let me two
Um,
up this to, on a 200-mile ride.
What this
Um, eh,
what this
I don't
reminds
know.
me of is a bike in the '80s where you did have your girlfriend in the back of the bike. It's kind of an old style Harley Davidson. It's kind of like that's what it gives me the vibes for. I mean, maybe not for you, but I would tell you what I'll put a woman on the back of this bike and go to the bar. Just kidding. But but I do like it. It's a beautiful bike. Let's go. The grips, like I said, were $129. The detachable saddlebags, you can put saddlebags on it. Them kind of look like the low. Okay, they are different sizes.
they're not clamshells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are different sizes. You probably can get a 2-in-1, and then get you some aftermarket saddlebags. Is what I would do there, and that does look still good. I do like the saddlebag look on that bike. What do you guys think?
It's not bad.
I don't
It's
know.
okay. If I were looking at this bike,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd be looking to put a backrest and bags on it. I just
Yeah.
don't think I'd do it.
Now I'm starting to think it
I,
looking
I don't
ugly.
I don't either. There's other options. If I
Yeah.
wanted, if I again, it goes back to if I wanted a trip, or if I wanted to go on trips where I needed a saddlebag and take
Mm-hmm.
stuff with me, this wouldn't be the bike I'd buy.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
this is an aggressive bike that's in a way it's kind of a collector's piece.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to show this bike off. You're going to want people to look at this bike. The saddlebags hide that rear wheel a little bit. I think anything you kind of add to this bike,
Mm-hmm.
other than some minor cosmetics, just takes away from the style of what this is. I'd probably just leave it alone, and
Yeah.
I'd ride
I
it
agree
as
too.
is right now down the road, and I'd go
Yeah.
on some nice rides because it's a hell of a looking bike.
Yeah. It does look. Yeah, this is a good bike. This bike right here will get you. If you take the, I did put the breather on because I think the breather looks a lot better with that one. I can take it off. So this bike right here, as is, 24,399. This is a bike that you can hang out with your friends, go to bike nights every week. Yeah, this is a bike right here. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's
You
basically
have
what
that
all
bike
you
and
can
you're
get.
single, you're not going to be single long.
No.
Don't buy the bike, guys. Don't buy the bike.
Buy the damn bike.
Yeah, no, great
Uh,
bike.
Yeah.
Max said in the 80s and early 90s, that type of bike is what everyone had.
Yep.
But you're not going to load that bike with accessories.
Nope. And that's all the accessories you can get, actually.
He said he's the only one old enough to remember that far back.
I don't know
I was
about
gonna
that.
say I think he's the only one that would know that.
Yeah. All right. So
We're here for you, Max.
here is your favorite
Yeah.
bike, Josh. I'm gonna let you. Have you got the screen up?
Yeah,
Okay. You
Yeah.
want to talk about this bike?
absolutely.
Go ahead. This is
I
your
love
favorite
the
bike,
Fat
really.
Boy.
Mhm.
It's always been a childhood dream of having a Fat Boy. That was my first kind of bike that I've always fell in love with. I love the tires. I love everything about it. The wheels, just the heaviness, the meaty, the grittiness, just it looks great. It's always been chrome. I think they've made versions of the blackout. Um, but I love the new style of the tires where it used to be just the bullet holes. I like this style. I think it looks
Mhm.
really, really good. And it looks a little wider on the wheels
Let
than
me
before,
let me
but
move that there.
again, it's all good. Here
Yeah.
you got the
What was
floorboards.
what was the first year for the Fat Boy? It was like 85, 6, something like that.
Yep.
I have
I
no
can.
idea. I don't know.
It's back their ways because I can remember looking at this bike in the Harley dealership in Lafayette when it first came out, and this is one of
That's
my
fine,
favorite
yeah.
Harleys when it came out
That's
as
it.
well.
Yeah. Again, this just isn't a bike that I would put saddlebags on. I would leave it as is. I mean, if anything, I would get some, and this might sound a little weird, but I would get some just LED, some lighting to accentuate just the style of this bike. Because, man, it's just such a good looking bike by itself. But, the vivid black, I think, is really, really sharp with that, what looks like a pinstripe
Mhm.
on the fender tank and the rear fender. Of course, we've seen the billiard gray, which, yeah, on this bike it looks sharp.
Mhm.
It looks nice. A little boring for me. I'm not sure. I think on the 2024, I think that's a new decal. Yes, a little bit changed decal on the tank, which I do like. I do like that decal.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I like the blue. I think the Whiskey Fire Vivid Black.
There we go.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
That's totally different.
I'd go blue or black. Yeah.
Blue's pretty.
Yeah, I like the blue. I
Yeah.
did Google it. 1990 was the first year for the Fat Boy.
Okay.
Smoky
Okay.
one.
I,
Are
you
you?
know, I love that they
Mhm.
updated the headlight. The new modern kind of look with it's enclosed or encased, whatever you want to call it, with the reversed forks there. I think that's nice looking instead of just a big
Hmm.
chunky headlight. Just looks like it's just hanging on the front, without on a plate. It just looked. That was the only thing I didn't like about it. It just looked a little weird, but I like how it's like one big unit there.
Smoky one. Do you like this bike? What do you think about this one? Just put us in the chat. Anyway, so on this vivid black, which color you want to talk about? You want to go? Which one you want to customize, Josh? So I can get you in that.
I'm a blue guy, man.
Blue.
I
Okay, so
love
let's go.
blue.
You do
I
like
say
this blue?
blue.
I don't
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
sharp.
I don't like this trim, or what do you call this? This little gray lines. I don't like that.
Pinstripe.
Pinstriping.
Pinstriping.
The pinstripe.
He said white wall
Well,
tears on blue. Yeah.
White wall tires
Yeah.
on the blue.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we customize this one. Let's go. All right.
Max said the bike that Schwarzenegger rode, the first Terminator.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah.
got mid
Yes.
80s was the first version of the Fat Boy. All
Was it
silver.
mid 80s?
Yeah, all silver and solid wheels that would catch the wind. The bike that Schwarzenegger rode in the first Terminator.
I've heard that, we catching the wind. I don't. I'm gonna call a little BS on that one, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail for that. But the amount of wind that you think would catch that wheel is insignificant to what you would really feel. I mean, if it's a windy day, it's gonna be windy, and you're gonna feel it regardless. Those wheels don't have much to do with it.
So
It is very little, very
My-
little.
My personal opinion on these wheels, I hate them. I'm sorry. I didn't like the solid ones the original ones either.
With the
But-
bullet holes, yeah, just the solid bullet holes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
They're not that bad with the squares or rectangles in
yeah,
them.
this is like it just makes the bike look really heavy to me. But yeah, even though there might be the lightest aluminum wheels you can get, but that's the only thing I see about it. But
Well, it's fat. It's a fat boy. It's
I
supposed
know.
to be heavy and
I
thick,
know,
right?
I know, but that's because of that
Right.
tire right there.
That's what she
the
said.
reason. All right, so do you have the accessories up? You want to talk about the accessories? I'll just click on them. What do you want to do? So
Well, yeah. Let me go in here, build my own here. I'll see if I can pull
This
stuff
this
up.
is never a bike that I really thought about accessorizing.
mhm.
It was
Yeah.
just
You don't
this
got very
There's not much I
big,
would do.
you don't have very many. options.
big, heavy bike with the really wide bars. I think these bars were like 32 inches wide or something like that.
Mhm.
It was just never something I thought about. Adding a sissy bar to, or any of that
Yeah.
stuff. It was just nice the way it was.
Yeah.
Hey, throw on those saddlebags and let's see what it looks like, because
Okay.
mine's not pulling up. Mine's taking its time here.
All right. Let me see. Detachable saddlebags are the same ones as the other one.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
not for
different
me.
size.
Not for me.
That takes a lot away. That takes a lot away from me.
Now I could go with the sissy bar, a little short sissy bar on
Mhm.
that bike, but the saddlebags I don't think I would do.
Yeah.
Kind
So
of detracts from it, actually.
I didn't talk about the actual price of this bike. Let's talk about that. Did you talk about it, Josh? What's the starting price on this bike?
I did not talk about it. I think let's see, starting price 23.2. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
that's exactly right. So that's a pretty reasonable starting price for that, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice looking bike. Yeah, it's a beautiful bike. I would say, I think you're exactly right, folks. I would not put anything on here. Now they do have a thing called the Empire Collection Package. Now this does add some things to this, and I think it's only $959, so you can probably get this included in your bike at the dealership. So this is what I would tell them: hey, listen, I want this bike, but I want the Empire Collection Package, or I'm not going to buy it. And then you start negotiating the deal, and you get this package included, save you some money, and basically you're going to get these things. You're going to get the foot pegs, which are pretty nice, the brake pad. You're going to get passenger ones, and you're going to go on the other side. Let's see, the last thing is, I think there was something over here, right? What is this? Oh, so you get the little Harley-Davidson emblem on the training. So yeah, right there.
Yeah.
So
I would do decorative
that's it.
upgrades,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
Yeah. And that bike is done. That one comes out to $24,208. So if you're really good at getting your price down, you'll probably save some money. It'll probably be out the door price with their fees. So talk to them if you want that bike. All right.
Jason Lightfoot says, I miss the older. Scroll back down.
Yeah.
I miss the older rear end with that 150 tire. I think they looked way more nimble. I have an 04 also.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. I think I actually added that one already on the screen.
Did you?
Yep. And thumbs up. Thumbs up to you, buddy, too. All right. Let's go back to the screen here. And like I said, I'm navigating between many screens here, so pardon me if I am a little bit slow here. And let's go back to the beginning. We got one more bike to talk about, the Heritage Classic, which everybody knows about this bike. It looks good. It's if you watch the video, it has it in there a couple times. It's a beautiful bike if you like this style. And let's see what we got here. So Les, what do you think about this bike?
I've actually I've known a couple people who have owned Heritages over the years. Cousin of mine had one. A good friend of mine have had one. They're really a good, versatile bike. You can upfit them with bags. You can get the removable windshields. You can take them on some distance touring. They're just a good all around bike.
Yep. I mean, if you look at this bike right here, the saddlebags has really changed because I don't remember seeing them look like this. Let's see here if I can get this thing to enlarge. So this is the bike right here. Very close look at I think this is the Vivid Firestorm, or not? What's this one called? What flavor? What color?
No,
is it?
that's that
Whiskey.
multicolor
Whiskey,
with
yeah.
the fire, or the whiskey and the black,
Mhm.
the vivid black. Now on here, I think it looks really nice.
Yeah.
On the Fat Bob, I didn't quite like it, but on this bike, the scheme and kind of, I think it looks really sharp.
Yeah, I think it looks good on this one.
Yeah, this is a beautiful bike. All right, so let's go back and let's do some building.
Upcharge of $850.
Yeah, $850. So we'll start with the standard free. So let's go back to the gray, the standard here. This is going to be your standard bike. This one's going to cost you. Where is the price at? Oh, why is my okay? For some reason, it's covering up. How much is the price on this one?
The Heritage Classic starts at $22,999. So basically $23,000.
$23,000. Okay. Let me see if I can get the screen to go back over here. All right. I'm trying to get where I get that price back. For some reason, it's lower. So okay, so 23. All right. So the Vivid Black's going to cost you $350 more. So that's that right there. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Got some pinstriping on there. The white Onyx Pearl. Wow, that does look beautiful.
It's like a Chips bike.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pulling you over.
Yeah, it looks like a Chips bike.
Yeah, you're definitely, if you want to be impersonating a police officer, put a red and a blue right here and you'd be good.
Quick, Chris.
Get me a name tag says Poncho.
Yeah. Let me check the chat here and make
You
sure.
are no
sure we're
Eric
clean.
Estrada, Les.
Oh, there we go. I didn't scroll down far enough. There's yes, Jason. I like the Heritage one also. It's a beautiful bike. So there is the Iron Horse Metallic. And that looks like it's got a different color with it. Maybe, I don't know. Somebody's moving a mic around or something.
It's got the pinstripe on there.
That's
well.
me. That's me and my Macallan bottle. Sorry.
Yep. I like that collar on that bike.
That is sharp. That looks nice.
Yeah.
What about the bags?
That is the bags. It's the only bags you get.
Are they same size?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna get that one? Is it what you gonna buy?
Oh, because that's a 2-in-1, right?
Yep.
No, I'm not going to get that one.
All right.
Connie, that has your name all over it.
Yeah.
It's more in my price range. I know that.
But and like I say, it's a very nice bike. They're a versatile bike. You can do a lot with it.
Yep. There we go. I got the price back up. All right. So that one comes with that paint job. It's going to cost you $23,649,000. You know, without the fees at the dealer. And then they got the Whiskey Fire, which is it is fire. I like this a lot. It's a nice looking collar. But I do like this Iron Horse Metallic better. So we're gonna well, you get the spokes too. Look at them.
Oh,
Now-
nah, get rid of the spokes. That's a stopper for me.
That's
Oh, yeah.
definitely Chips right there.
Okay, let's get back to the cast iron or aluminum rims here. All right, so let's customize and see what kind of accessories you can get here. You got the sissy bar. That's normal. There you go. That's what it looks like on that bike right there. That's $366. You got the Get a Grip hand grips. They're $129. The Tour Package luggage. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, there you go. You can get a bag on it. I don't really like that. But I think it's too modern for this bike. What do you think? Just looks too modern.
Yeah, I don't like it.
The Sundowner comfort seat, which is a pretty good size seat. I'll make it look a little closer where we can look at it. I do not like that seat, but maybe my wife would. The hammock comfort seat, so it's a different one, different size. So you got a
That's
couple
even
seat
taller.
options.
That's even thicker.
Yeah, it's even taller. Yeah.
Don't
And
like that.
I don't like that either. So let's take that off. Engine guards. Let's see what they look like. Okay, they're about normal. I like them. Definitely get them probably. The Day Tripper package, the FLHC Black. Let's see what that gives you. So that I gotta replace. Let's change some of the stuff we got here. So yeah, it's just a seat. It's just a package deal. What we always saw. This one's gonna cost you $400. Hold on a second. It went down. This is gonna cost you $1,321. Then you got the long hauler package, which is probably gonna give you the luggage seat and all that good stuff. Yeah, right there. So that's what you get on that one. That one's gonna cost you. I hate when this thing keeps on going down. $2,200. Spoiler alert: it's the same crap they were last year. I know, just different colors. Yeah.
Who said that? Who said that?
The
Ginger Ninja. I like it.
Yeah, it is the same stuff, but we're just going over in case somebody hasn't seen it yet. So, heavy breather air cleaner and all that kind of stuff, round cleaner, and that's about all you can get on this bike. That's it. But you can get tons of aftermarket parts and that kind of stuff. So, that is the cruiser lineup. Now they did make a change to. Let's go back to adventure touring. So let's check this bike out. They do have some changes in this one. We'll go over this one quickly. The Pan American 1250 Special, starting at $19,999 if you like this kind of bike. And then they got the Pan American. When we go back here, they got the Pan American ST version, and then they got the Pan American. Let's see that. Or Pan American.
It's a CVO.
The CVO.
It's the CVO Pan American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of weird that they put the CVO in front of it, but yeah. But that's a beautiful bike right there. How much is that going to cost you? $29,249. Actually, I thought them bikes were a lot more expensive.
Yeah, that is the cheapest CVO I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is. You get
So
all
go
the
back
luggage.
to that.
Yeah.
Well, go back to that Pan America ST, I think it was the
Okay.
middle one.
Let's go to that one. Okay.
It's actually kind of a nice looking bike.
Yeah. For 19.
No, it's a great looking bike.
Yeah. You get
Now,
that.
this is liquid cooled. It's kind of an adventure bike, right? I think.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, go ahead and talk.
what kind of accessories do they have for this?
I will go through them here in a second. Give me a second. Josh, you got anything you want to talk about real quick? While I go get something. I'm looking at something real quick.
Probably not with the ST, but definitely the CVO.
Okay, let's go to CBO. We'll go to that one first. All right, let's go back. All right, here we go.
So I think the CVO, and yeah, you can look at the $30,000 basic, the price tag for that and be like, wow, that's too much for that little bit of bike. But, kind of who would buy this bike, right? It's not going to come with the 800, 900 pound weight of, a road glide. And you're going to be able to do just as much touring on this bike, and you're going to be able to go anywhere that road glide, street glide is going to be able to go with a lot less weight. It's going to be easier to handle. The steering is going to be so much lighter, and I think that's what makes this bike so attractive. Not to mention just the cosmetics of it. So if you're looking still for a light bike, or wanting a touring bike with not near as much weight, and you're not going to be afraid of it because of that, and have this big huge fairing, you're still protected a lot. This is it. I think it's great. The lighting, there's a ton of lighting in this thing. Not to mention the colors. Oh, I love the camo. I love that bright orange, and the accent on the seat, and even the bags there. This is such a sexy bike, and that might sound crazy, but I love this bike.
So Josh,
This is awesome.
did you want to be a dentist? Jason said, "Is this a dentist bike?"
A dentist bike? I don't know. You know, in
I
all
don't want to
honesty,
work
I
on
met
my
this.
teeth. Sorry.
I met, I met this gentleman when I was doing one of the practice runs for Second Saturday Ride. You know, I was riding just to make sure that the road was good, or all the roads were good. And the guy had a Pan American, and I was like, man, that's a great looking bike. And he's like, honestly, I don't like the looks of it. He was like, but I can tour, and it's 300 pounds less. And I was like, that makes so much sense. And this guy was like 72 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes so much sense. It really did. And, I mean, I don't think it's an ugly bike. I think it's a nice looking bike. What makes it a dentist bike? What's the dentist? Is there a lot of dentists that have that? Like, what's the?
Yeah.
Is that the stereotype?
Well, I mean, I think what he's saying is that this is more of a nerdy kind of bike.
I mean, I would think a lot of Harley riders need some dentists.
Hey, I'm kicking you off here. All right, I'm banning him. Hey, you're the one talking about buying a Harley Davidson, so you need.
No. Hey,
he's done.
It's just all jokes, man. It's all jokes.
Yeah, we're just.
Don't tell him my address or give him my information.
But no, Jason.
You had to wear a shirt with a collar when you ride this.
Well, this even has one of those touch screens.
Yeah,
Doesn't it have a touchscreen display?
Yeah, and I think that's what he's saying, that this bike right here is more for a person that's like a business kind of person, gonna wear slacks, probably go to work on. This is that kind of type of person, and that's what you were saying at the beginning, Josh, is that Harley-Davidson has got every single bike for every single person, right?
So so this puts me in the mind that it kind of targets the BMW adventure bike riders.
Yeah.
That kind of crowd.
Yeah, you can take this thing off road. You get the change the tires out, take this thing off road, and have some fun with it.
Yeah. Ride this to the Renaissance Festival with your kilt on, and your high knee stockings. This is that bike.
That's what you would be riding on. You're the kilt man. You're the dentist man. Yeah, you are. All right.
Hey, we got his nickname, the Kiltman.
Oh yeah, the Kiltman.
Kiltman.
Let me change that. Yeah,
there you go.
Let me change that. Exactly.
What is that about the low-high seat position?
All right, so it has an automatic. It adjusts to your height, so it goes up and down.
So this would be too high for me, though.
No, it'll lower down for you.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's adjustment, and then when you're riding, it raises up, so you can actually lower it down if you're at a stoplight or something like that. It'll actually the suspension will lower down.
Because this seat is pretty high, right? On these, anyway.
Yeah, it says Connie, it says the adaptive ride height automatically adjusts the seat height as you ride, lowering it for stops for easy footing and raising it at speed for optimal ground clearance and control.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool technology, honestly.
That
It is.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, but look at the amount of suspension travel that thing has. It really looks like it has some nice off-road capabilities.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's like, go ahead, Connie. What's he saying?
People who go once or twice a year with more money than sense. Move your pointer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Dentists. Yeah, dentists.
29,000 for that mess. Laugh out loud. Not for me, but I do understand why they make it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I gotta ask: is Jason Lightfoot's dad named Gordon? I just gotta know.
Gordon.
Gordon Lightfoot.
I gotta know.
You spelled Josh's name wrong.
I spelled Josh's wrong.
It says, "Why is your name Jos?"
Well, I was doing it so fast.
That's so you don't really know who I am.
Let me change that. You want me to change it? Oh, let's see here. Edit.
That's so when I make comments like I just did about the dentist and Harley riders, you don't really know my true identity.
Yeah. Let me change Josh's text so they can be happy. There you go.
So how do these do on the road, though? Because I mean,
they're nice. They're smooth. Yeah.
Well, I see they have a video out, and they're on the like a dirt road,
Mm-hmm.
jumping the little hills and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, Riding Fish.
Hey, Riding Fish, how you doing?
Hey, peeps, he says.
He is traveling. Hopefully, I'll see him. We'll see what we can do tomorrow, but I know he's traveling. He's busy. You want to put some information in the chat about your bike that you're, auctioning off, buddy? Yeah,
I've seen some videos of that. That's a nice looking bike,
It is a
man.
beautiful bike, man. It is
I'd
beautiful.
love to have that thing.
Yep.
Jason said no. Laugh out loud. So I guess the Gordon Lightfoot is a definite no.
All right.
Well, I think, Les, if you pledge, how much do you think you got to pledge to win that bike?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The
It's
modification-
a silent auction, right?
No, it's going through Meekum.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
okay,
the way it
okay,
goes,
okay.
man. It's how much you.
Yeah.
Yep. So please put some bids out there, folks. So it's for charity. It's going for the Folds of Honor. That bike is, and it's in Las Vegas, and I think it's going to be online. Hopefully, Riding Fish can put some information here in the chat. And
I was going to go to that, but I couldn't get Chris to buy me a ticket.
You had free tickets, man. I'm the one that had to pay for the tickets.
Well, no, but I want to save my points. Come on.
Yeah, here you go. I keep on clicking the comments and exiting out of them. So I do apologize, folks. I am going through a couple of screens here. Anyway, let's take a break for a second and put some information about what Iron Pony Life is about. We have a podcast every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. We have special guests on all the time. Riding Fish was on there. Finesse the Challenger. We will have some big time guests here coming up in the next couple of months. Through the next couple of months. So we're talking about February and March. We will be having Adam Sandoval coming on. Sandoval. God, I'm the worst at saying people's name. Okay, listen, folks. If you are dyslexic, you know what I'm talking about. I get names backwards all the time. It sucks. I do apologize. But I did ride with him for 4 days. But I think it's 2 years ago at the. What was it? What was that ride, Connie? What was it?
Oh, the Wounded Warrior ride?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went to, we rode at London. Actually, we went to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and then we went to London, and then we went to Indianapolis, and then we came back to Northern Kentucky. We actually went to Louisville, too.
Louisville there somewhere.
Yeah, and we spent like 4 days riding with him. It was a great ride. It was great. Riding Fish, still driving. So, yes, he's going 1,000 miles to Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll see if I can, Connie, look up his Facebook account. He's got a bunch of stuff on there about the auction, so we can actually share it on here.
Okay.
Well, be safe, Riding Fish. Be safe. So we're talking about the Harley-Davidsons, folks. This is pretty much the bikes that have been released.
Great American Convoy. That's what it was.
Great
Thanks,
American
Max.
Convoy. Yes, exactly right. I did not meet Max, but Max was on that one also, I believe. But it was great. It was a great ride. Did you ever get a chance to do it? I know there's a bunch of other people have some great rides too. They made this Pan American ST for the street only.
Oh.
Okay. So, yeah. That's the reason why it's got the street tires and stuff on it. Yep.
Okay.
Man, it still looks like that'd be a bunch of fun, though. You could toss that bike around.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it'd be a good time.
You get the aluminum cases, raw. That's $1,400. The aluminum top case, $881. I can't believe a case like that costs like $800. Come on, folks.
You know what, man? I get me some wire ties, and I'll go to Harbor Freight. I get some boxes like that and put on that thing. It'd be like $50.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, but yeah. So sports cases, you get some. We'll change them, see what that looks like. So you get that's a sports case. I kind of actually like that, but that's a clamshell.
That's the dentist set right there.
Yeah, I 100% agree because you can put some toothbrushes right there in them holes in the back.
Yeah,
and you can do some, remote dentistry. Hey, I'm glad you made that comment because it's actually making it fun, so it's not so boring. Please like and subscribe to the podcast or actually this channel. And we, like I said, we do have a podcast on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. We have one next week. We will actually have a local group this time, 859 Behind the Bars. They're actually growing pretty fast, and they're a bunch of Harley-Davidson riders. So they're actually from the northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area, and that's where we're from also. So if you're in this area, please say hi. And if you're around here, we're going to be all over the place in the summer. And we also at Josh, go ahead and talk about the IMRG. And you don't have to be an Indian rider, right?
That's correct. Yeah. I think one of the great things about the IMRG Indian riding group is that you don't have to be riding an Indian. You can ride whatever you want to be part of our group, and it's really any Indian riding group that's out there in any state. So if you wanted to be part of a riding group, you don't have to be riding an Indian to be part of that group or to join the group. That's one of the things that Indian wanted to be very open to, is that we're open to all riders, and it includes, it's Indian enthusiast, obviously, and maybe you like Indian motorcycles, but you ride a Harley. That's okay. I mean, we like Harleys. So anybody can come and ride. Anybody can come to our events here in Northern Kentucky. Doesn't mean we stick you in the back or anything like that, and um, yeah, I mean, we've had Can-Ams on our rides. I think we've had just about every make and model that you could think of that's been on
Yep.
our rides before. So
Absolutely.
yeah, and that's what I like about it. And I always say that the only reason that I started doing this was to make friends and ride motorcycles. And I always say it like that: make friends first, ride motorcycles secondary, because I want the friendship and the camaraderie, and the bikes is and what we do is second. So
And we have a
absolutely,
bunch of rides planned this year too. So yeah, hang out. We
yeah,
do have a meeting
yeah.
at
Buffalo Bob.
Buffalo Bob's the third. What is it? Wednesday or yeah, exactly right, right?
Yeah, it's usually the third Wednesday of the month. Yeah.
Yep. And it's open for anybody. It don't cost anything. We just don't want to outgrow the room too fast because then we'll have to find another place.
That's okay.
We'll
That's
have, we'll
okay.
have
Hey,
to
I
add some
mean,
tables.
if we had 50 people show up every time and we had to find somewhere else, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
I really would. I mean, that's probably not reality, but that's just more people I get to meet, more
Hmm.
interesting things and life stories you get to hear, more opportunities to make friends. I mean, with other people and
Hmm.
like-minded people who love motorcycles. It's just, I couldn't get enough of that stuff. So if we had
Hmm.
50 people fill a room every month, and we had 50 people on rides, it's going to require a little bit more work on our end, but that I'd be ecstatic for that.
Hmm.
We keep it simple. There's no dues or anything. We don't charge dues. There's nothing
Hmm.
kind of crazy like that. I know some other ones do. We just haven't got there, and I don't know that we're going to, because it's
Hmm.
not quite. I don't feel it's necessary. I don't think we've done anything that needs it or
Hmm.
requires it, and I think we've got a really good core group,
Yeah. Hmm.
of people right
Yep.
now,
Absolutely.
that like the
Absolutely
way it
agree.
is, like the camaraderie that we have. There's there's really only two officers in the group, and that's really just Jennifer and I, as the president and vice president, and it's not even like that's a big deal. It just means more work for us, but that way, there's no politics involved. We just get together
Hmm.
and hang out. That's what I like about it.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well said.
Yeah.
All right, back on this Pan American. I'll tell you what. When I was building this thing, and did you see that last setup I had? I wanted to reset it real quick. So let's go with the last set I had here. And if you go all the way to the bottom, you have the Venture windshield, or actually the vehicle protection package. It's like $1,200. And I'm gonna put this on here. I want you to notice how different this bike looks. Wow. And you know what's really cool about it? When it actually flashes orange, I like the orange accent. That would look
Hmm.
freaking badass on this bike. I'm telling you. I'm gonna click on it again. So watch really closely here. I'm gonna click on it. Bam. That's all the
Man,
accessories you need.
dude, for 99 cents, I can get some orange paint at Walmart and highlight that stuff. It'll look just like that.
I think you're what up in that windshield right there. So anyway, that is the new 2025 Harley-Davidson lineup, folks. I appreciate you all being here. If you watched it through the whole video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe, that kind of stuff. We'll hang out here. If anybody's got any questions, we'll talk for a few more minutes. I can't scroll down. It's all there is.
Oh, Jason just said he subscribed from Canada.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
that's right.
you.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep. Thank you. I
Oh, very
appreciate
cool. Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Riding
Yeah.
fish. If you're on two wheels, you're with us. I am RG saying.
that. And you know what? We're not biased. Okay,
Pretty much.
we have friends. Actually, last night at our meeting, we had people with Harley Davidsons in there. So I personally, if I didn't have the Challenger right now, I'd be riding a Road Glide, guaranteed. My wife wouldn't like it, but I would be riding it. I mean, I like the new. I like technology. Most people don't. Some people, the older folks with Harley Davidson, don't like the new design. I do personally, and I think it's going to grow that motorcycle, style really, with the younger crowds. I
Oh
think
my gosh, did you go over the Nightster?
I'm right there with you.
Is there a new Nightster?
I don't know.
I don't. Let's go.
Is
look.
there anything new about the Nightsters or Nightster Special?
Oh, let's go look.
Chris, you were talking
Over
about Chris, you were talking about some of the older people like the older bikes and that. I came up through the ranks, so to speak, riding bikes with no windshields, no forward controls, no cruise control, no radio. I mean, it was a speedometer, a tachometer, and just a wide open front end bike. So I've been from that extreme up to the full blown touring bikes with the windshields and the lowers and the radio, the cruise control, and Apple CarPlay. And I got to tell you, all of the amenities of the current bikes are really, really nice. So while I appreciate that old school stuff, I really appreciate the new technology.
Yep, I do too. And I'll be honest with you, if you look at these bikes compared, like you said, whew, man.
Carbureted, the old carbureted bikes. I can remember, it was cold out trying to start them, and the manual chokes, and the modern day fuel injection. There's just no comparison for me. So if you like the old stuff, that's great. Ride that. That's what you like. But I like the new technology, and I appreciate the new technology a lot.
Yeah. All right, so we made a mistake, and we got people leaving. Okay, we got some people with 16, 17. Okay, we made a mistake. We missed a bike.
It's Chris's fault.
It's my fault. I don't get paid enough. Okay, you guys don't.
Who's
pay me
running
enough.
the computer?
All right, he's running the computer. All right, so there is the lineup for the Nightster, and there actually is a Sportster S on there. So let's go through that bike real quick. I don't know if you guys see it. So the Nightster starts at $10,499. That's actually, I think, did they lower that price? The 10,000. I mean, look up last year's Nightster price. Just look it up on ChatGPT, wherever it is. $10,499. And then the Nightster Special starts at $12,499. Because I didn't think Harley Davidson had a bike that was comparable to the Scouts. And the Scout starts around $9,000. But that is getting pretty close. Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going behind the bars? Yep.
What engine is in these? It's a smaller engine, right?
Let's see here. What engine is in here? We'll just click on it.
So it is 121 horsepower, 93-foot torque. The engine is the Revolution Max 975T.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a 1,000cc bike directionally.
Yep. It's a pretty bike.
Yeah, but what does that bike weigh? With that horsepower and torque rating, I mean, that's going to be a pretty responsive bike.
Supposedly, this is their fastest bike they got. I gotta go to the specs here.
Bike comes in at 502 pounds.
Yeah.
It's still that's a heavyweight small bike. That's
yeah, but it's a fast bike. I mean, this bike is literally their fastest bike they can get. Yeah, I mean, if you want a fast Harley Davidson, this is it. And let me exit the builder here. Well, let's just go backwards. Let's go to the ST, because the ST you're gonna get a little bit better this is actually what Tracy has.
The special.
Yeah, the special. I'm waiting for it to load up. Uh-oh. Their fallback
broke
server side.
Yeah,
Something
but it's
happened.
crashing on me.
We broke the website, folks. We broke it. We got everybody going there on this podcast here. But yeah, we broke it. We'll see if we can get it back up here, but it doesn't look like it looks like we broke it, man. Maybe this bike we should be talking about.
It does have some. It does come stock with Brembo brakes, which is pretty nice.
Yep. All right, let me see if I can get this back. See if we can go.
A little bit better rear suspension than before. So increasing from 2 inches to 3.2 inches. As far as
Yeah, that bike is
placement there.
that page is not working. So let's go with the Sportster S and see if we can get to that one. There. So the Sportster S. Okay, so we won't be able to talk to that one. It looks like they got a little problem with that one. But the Sportster S. Now, is this a new one this year? Or is
Sportster S? No.
No, yeah, I thought they were getting rid of the Sportster.
I thought they were too.
Yeah, but I guess they're not. This is the 2025. That's the Mystic Shift. That's Connie's favorite color.
Yeah, but this is different from what I call the traditional Sportster.
Yeah.
You know, the engine configuration's different.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, they lowered the prices on these this year.
That's what I thought. Yeah, they had to.
Yeah.
That price when I saw it, it had to be like it's like $2,000 less.
Yeah. The Nightster.
Yep.
Let me see the Nightster.
What kind of accessories? I'm sorry, Connie. Go ahead.
No, the Nightster special went down $1,000. It looks like.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it
pretty
went down
unusual.
$1,000.
Price went down.
Mm-hmm.
The Sportster S went down $1,000. Just the Nightster, the plain one, it went down $1,500. It looks like.
Yep.
Wow, something that went down.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
What's that Wild One collection package for this bike?
Wild One. Okay, let's go click on it.
Yeah, they're at the bottom. What's that look like? I can't. Pull
Oh,
it
it's
up
just
online. What's that?
it's just emblems, decorations. Here, so I'll take them off. This is what you put them on. So you're gonna pay $900. Okay, this is the reason why they lowered the price. So
Yeah.
you're paying $900 for handle grips. Okay, you're gonna be you got the foot pegs, you got the little sticker, or actually you get a brake pad, or you get a new one.
Brake lever.
Yeah, brake leather.
Yeah.
Let me just go to the kit here so we can go. It's Wild One. You get 8 items with this thing. So you get the Wild One grips. Okay. You get the Wild One rider foot pegs. Okay. You get the Wild One rear brake leather. Right there it is. You get the Wild One shifter peg on the other side. You get the Wild One's cam sprockets. And then you get the Wild One alternator plug. And then you get the Wild One clutch one. And then you get the Wild One timer medallion right there.
Yeah, so that's really just some really bolt-on knick-knack kind of stuff, some decorative items.
Yep. You do get a mid-control kit on this one if you want it. So I guess it comes with maybe forward controls. Left side of that engine. Let's see here. Let's see. Left side. Right there. Yeah, what is up with that? The coil pack. What is going on with that? Why would they put that there? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, it's
So out of the three, out of the three, excluding price, let's say price, they're all the same. Which one would you get? Nightster Special, Sportster S. Which one do you like visually the best?
I want to be honest with you. I did see these bikes at the dealership last year's model, though, but they haven't really changed. There's different colors, like we said. So I do not like this exhaust. I hate this exhaust. It is like almost up your butt kind of exhaust. It is. I mean, really. And then if you look at, let me go back to the next page here. If you go look at the other ones, this exhaust, it doesn't. I don't think this exhaust where it goes 2 to 1 just does it justice. I think it's the ugliest exhaust I've ever seen on all these bikes. But if I was going to get a bike, which one I would get? I'd probably just get the regular Nightster with the best gauges you can get cluster. What would you think?
I think for Connie, the Sportster S would be it. I mean, you got forward foot controls. It's going to be fast.
I just can't.
Agile.
Let's see if I can build one.
I like the special.
I like where the lighting is in the back, kind of hung behind the tire there. I think that's pretty sharp looking.
Yeah, they won't. There's something wrong with this bike because it says dealer needed. There ain't no dealers.
You can't get one too fast for Connie because she'll pass Chris.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think that's gonna happen ever. To tell you the truth.
What happened when my bike was louder than yours?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I don't think that ever happened.
Yep.
All right. So, anybody got any questions out there? Behind the Bars will be on the podcast next Tuesday. And I do have that event up, by the way, Behind the Bars. And congratulations! I think I saw you guys over 350 today, so that's awesome. You guys are expanding or growing pretty fast, so it's good. So, and I did watch your last video at the what's that, Beachmont Motors or something like that. I think that's pretty cool with all the history bikes and stuff. So good job on that video.
Mm-hmm. Writing Fish said that he thought the Pan Am was the fastest, then maybe the Sportster S.
All right, look it up, Connie.
What?
On Chat GPT, which one is faster?
I don't have
Nightster.
Chat.
What? Okay, what's this? Let's see. Chat GPT. AI knows everything, right? So, what is the fastest Harley-Davidson motorcycle? All right, let's see. It's thinking.
I believe Writing Fish's bike is January 31st at Meckham.
Riding Fish, you're exactly right. Yes. All right, so this is the fastest Harley-Davidsons that you can buy. Oh, I don't know if you can buy them anymore. The FXDR 114. All right, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, folks. And believe it or not, it's only got a 114 V-twin engine. The Livewire, the electric motorcycle, 0 to 60. We're telling you in 3 seconds. Top speed, 110 miles per hour. Next bike.
I want an electric bike for Christmas, said no guy ever.
But hey, I understand you, man. But I had that like theater voice going, and you interrupted it. Just kidding.
Oh well. All right.
The next bike.
Do it again.
The V-Rod. Introduced in 2001, the V-Rod was the departure from Harley traditional design. This thing would go 0 to 60 miles per hour, approximately 3.5 seconds. All right. Pan American 1250 Riding Fish. Let me get it. Let me make sure to get this right. Yes. That bad boy produces 150 horsepower, reaching top speeds around 141 miles per second, and does not give me a quarter mile. So I'm kind of suspect right about that thing. The next bike, Riding Fish, Sportster S, featuring the Revolution Max 1250T engine. The Sportster S delivers 121 horsepower, enabling a 0 to 60 miles per second for, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 3.4 seconds. Top speed, 137 miles per hour. All right, so let's look at top Indian motorcycles. Let's see, Indian motorcycles.
Aren't the Indians the big baggers? Aren't they regulated? Don't they have a governor on them?
Yeah, they probably do. Yeah,
I think they do. I think it's like 115.
the fastest Indian that they have is the Indian Challenger, the Plier Plus liquid cool 60-degree V10, horsepower 122 miles, torque 128 foot-pounds, and top speed approximately 125. Doesn't give me a 0 to 60, but anyway, the FTR 1200 combines a lot of stuff here too. So let's see, 120 horsepower, approximately 124 miles per hour. The FTR is a fast motorcycle, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me check the chat here because I didn't scroll down. A lot of people have been chatting, man. I'm telling you. Hold on, when we catch up with this stuff. All right, Connie, start.
I don't know.
Sportster S came out in 24,
I think, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put these in the thing. Civilized Savage. Sorry,
Yes.
I'm terrible. Sorry.
Civilized Savage said the left
Civilized
side of
Savage.
that engine. So I don't know what topic we were on.
Yeah,
at that
we
time.
we looked at that one.
Riding Fish. The Sportster
Yeah.
S was a fun ass bike to ride. It was like the FTR and Scout had a baby.
Yeah.
I pulled the front wheel off the ground, he said. Jason says Nightster S looks good and there's lots of aftermarket support. I didn't know that.
Yep, that's what Tracy rides.
Yeah. Behind the bars, Sportster S and Pan America have the same engine, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. We'll look at that here in a second.
And he also said, yes, 350 today. Thanks.
All right.
And Riding Fish says Pan Am has 150 horsepower and Sport is 130 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
Livewire is beep, 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 nuts.
I'm going through these chats pretty fast. There we go.
859, agreed electric.
Thumbs
Thumbs
down.
down, baby.
They agree with you.
859, my street glide shuts off at 115. Good to know.
Until tomorrow,
Yeah.
folks. Until tomorrow. That's exactly right. Tomorrow we'll be on. We're going to be into this really quick. I appreciate everybody being on here. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It really, really makes us feel good about doing these videos, especially live. We do a lot of live videos. We just pop on anytime. You'll get to, click that bell icon so you get the announcement. We are really engaged with our community. We talk, we chat, and everything else. So we go through these comments all the time. So don't feel we try not to leave anybody out. So if we do, we apologize. But
We do, it's Chris's fault. He's
yeah,
scrolling too fast.
yeah, exactly. I scrolled too fast. And
Pan Am has a different intake.
NCC size.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a different engine, just a little bit.
Don't forget to go to Meckham
Don't
and
go.
bid January 31st
Mm-hmm.
on the Indian Springfield motorcycle that Riding Fish has at the auction to honor the Folds of Honor.
Yeah. Send me a link of that in the chat, and I'll put that in the chat here.
He's gonna give all the proceeds to the Folds of Honor Minnesota.
Yep.
So that's really
Really
cool.
good deal. Really good deal. Later,
Yeah, very
behind
cool.
the bars. Have a good night. We'll be on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We'll be talking about the Indian motorcycles. I don't know if we'll be able to do anything with Riding Fish in the morning. We'll see what we can do. But be safe, Riding Fish. Do you guys got anything before we leave?
Yeah. So I'll be at the dealership tomorrow. I'll have on the same hat, same sweatshirt. So we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, Josh, you going to be there tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. And and Aaron will be there, and I will be there. It's going to be a great show. Hopefully, Indians got something great up their sleeves. I mean, they got these little sneak peeks, but we're not biased. We like Indian and we like Harley-Davidson. So, folks, have a good night. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share this podcast. Share this. Share this thing. Share this. Yeah. And have a good night, folks. Have a good night.
See
Yep.
ya.
See ya.
Good night.
See you next time. See you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow night.